Here we go again. England versus Scotland. Here we go. Here we go. So the other week, I did my video about England versus Croatia, and people enjoyed that kind of type of video. Just having a nice little chat about the football, a kind of pub lad type of conversation that we talk to one another about the game and just kind of just open our kind of mind. Some people don't really have the option to really speak to many people because of COVID, and even though you can still see games with friends or I guess kind of go to pubs, it's not the same. It's not the same, you know, there's restrictions in place and it's just not the same atmosphere as what it used to be for many people. So I want to put this kind of video out there so that I can also have my own kind of like my own mental kind of relaxation period that I can just talk England and talk football and act like a fan, because we are all fans in, and that's what is really important here. So tell me down in the comments your thoughts on this game, England versus Scotland here. England, of course, starting off with a 1-0 win against Croatia, which is, people will want to dumb it down. Like, the same people, I've seen people say like, oh, but they're not even the same Croatian, blah, blah, blah. The same people that will be saying, oh, wow, it's only Croatia, are the same people that be giving us a lot of shit for not beating them if we did draw or whatever else. So I think it's a great result against Croatia. They're still a decent side. They may not be in the best of form now, but they're still World Cup finalists. Keep that in mind. It's almost the exact same team as what they were back in the World Cup, really. And then, of course, there's Scotland that's coming back from a 2-0 loss from the Czech Republic, which is I'm sure that the kind of mood for most Scots on the inside. On the outside, I feel like they'd be like, it doesn't matter, we'll smash you guys anyway. But I feel like in the inside, they're like, man, we are fucked. But I think most suspect it. Most don't really actually deep inside really think that they're going to like really do that well here, because keep in mind, they've got here from beating likes of San Marino, beating likes of Cyprus, and, well, losing once and winning Kazakhstan once. But they did knock out Serbia, and Serbia are a good side. But again, on penalties, I guess. So more Scottish lads I know are just here for the vibes, really. And for the England v Scotland game, or really any game for the Euros, if you're bored, I found this app recently called Fanslide, which is basically a live fantasy football app. I've never seen anything like it before. So right now, it's currently the Ukraine versus Macedonia game, and I'm just on it now. So if you like FPL, if that's the thing that you're really into, if you download it and add me as a friend off Vizeh, I will be playing it throughout the England versus Scotland game. So it's £500 on the line. There's a £500 prize pool, so like first place wins like 200 quid, first to fifth place wins money, and you can do this for every single game for the Euros and of course during Premier League. So throughout the game, you can go and just slide players in and out on who you think will do well in the next 20-minute period. If that's something that interests you, then click the link down below in the description and go and play with me for the England versus Scotland game tonight. So for the England game, I thought we played really well against Croatia. Considering I was really impressed by how well Phillips did, I think everyone is really impressed by Phillips of how well he actually really just ran that midfield, doing tactical fouls and just getting stuck in when he was needed. I think that's really important. That's really important because I feel like if he wasn't there, then I feel like Croatia would have a lot more time on the ball to really try and control the game, and that is what they're so good at doing. Having someone like Phillips there just to literally just run around, and thanks to Bielsa of his incredible stamina that he has, he can just run all game. Rice can play a bit more deeper just to be there for all like the little through balls and for all the crosses, just kind of stay behind and stay as that kind of awkward little player right in the middle of everything while Phillips runs about. I think it's a perfect combination. I really like those two together. Now, of course, I don't want to talk about England the entire time because there are Scots here as well. So let's talk about Scotland. I thought they weren't that bad. Yes, they lost 2-0, but they lost to one of the most insane goals you're going to ever see in any international tournament. You know what I mean? Like the first goal they conceded, yeah, it's a cross header, which is, again, it's awkward, but like it's not really like an obvious defensive error. It was just one of them. It was just a good header, and they had a lot of decent opportunities. Their only main issue is they've not got a striker. They've not got a real piece of proper. They've not got really anyone that's clinical in their team, and that will probably maybe end up being an issue for them, because when they do get a chance, they may not get many against England, to be fair. They've got to make it count. They've got to, and if they have not got that like composure or quality in the last second, then I just don't see them scoring. England should go into this game set out to dominate the ball, possession. We should have more chances. Therefore, that means that Scotland are really going to be playing more of like a Burnley style, trying to soak up pressure and kind of try and hit us on counters or just try to hit us on set pieces. I feel like that's going to be their main aim on crosses and set pieces. That'll be the main focal point for Scotland here. And if they score, I guarantee it's from a cross. So really, that's how I see this game going. Now, I'm excited, and because I'm a lot less, paranoid, because imagine if we drew to Croatia or at worst lost, then this game would be so, I would be terrified. I would be shaking almost, thinking that Scotland has got literally the dream of potentially making England not go through to the next round. Now, I feel like if we didn't win and we drew against Croatia, then I feel like this would be a completely different game. But as we've already won, I believe that we've been going a bit more kind of attacking minded. So my changes that I would think will happen is that I doubt they will change midfield. I think it'll be Mount, I think it'll be Phillips, and I think it'll be Rice. I doubt it'll feel any need to change it. If there would be a change, I guess maybe Bellingham, but again, I'd be surprised. I doubt that Trippier will start left back. I doubt it will. I think he was there as more of a tactical for Croatia, as he should have more of the ball. I feel like having an actual left back just to try and make runs down left hand side and aim to go down the byline would be better for us. So I would honestly recommend having the likes of Chilwell there. Chilwell or Shaw, I don't mind. I guess I'd rather say Chilwell, but I'm not too fussed either way. And I would keep Walker as a right back. Scotland's main threat is really Robertson on the left hand side. He's the main cross of the ball. He's the most technically gifted player. So Walker playing right back, he had a very good defensive display against the likes of Perisic. So if he just stays there and aims to be a more defensive kind of player for the likes of Robertson, I think that would be him used to his best. Centre backs, it probably would be Mings and also Stones. I don't think Maguire's back ready yet. And in attack, would I want to see a change between Foden, Sterling and Kane? We are very lucky of having a lot of options. So I'd imagine the likes of Grealish could be brought on for like a Foden, Sterling and Kane. I think Southgate really likes Sterling. So I can see Foden maybe being brought off. Grealish just starts ahead of him, and I think Sterling may still stay on. Would I start Sterling? I mean, he is important for our team. He had a decent game. I can see why he starts. So I think it'd be Sterling, Kane, and Grealish. I would be surprised if they didn't start with Sterling again. And Kane is obvious for me. But yeah, lads, tell me your thoughts down below in the comments, your preview of this game. What do you think will happen? My final predictions for this, I'm going to say... Oh, God. Okay. I'm an Englishman, right? I'm going to go 2-0 England, okay? For Scotland to score, it will be tough. I can see it happen, but, hey, my predictions are awful, so don't take it personally, right? I think it'll be comfortable. I don't think we'll smash them like 4-0 is what some people think, or 3-0. So there you go, boys. Tell me your predictions down below, and come on, do not let us down. If Scotland beat us, oh, mate, we'll never hear the end of it. We'll never hear the end of it, man. Let's just have some fun, all right? Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time for another video. Peace out. It's out! 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 That's it! We've done it! It's took like 4 different attempts, but we've finally won the goddamn Euros. Okay, I just saw his arm go through his entire body, but that's fine. I'm completely fine with that. There you go, just having this for the thumbnail. It's coming home! It's coming! Football's coming!